Today's story is going to be about how this Milwaukee impact saved the day. All right, roll the footage. All right, Mo, I want to buy a knife. Where do I go?
Lifestyle.com.
Is there a promo code?
No.
All one word.
One.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Send It Steve, and we kind of got a different oddball one here for you today. So as you can tell, we are in the camper. We did go camping, and unfortunately, we had a little bit of a malfunction. As you can tell here yesterday when we were packing up to get out of here, the camper came in, I'd say, 6 to 8 inches, and it actually almost started a fire. So if we come over here, you can see it almost started a fire. There was some smoke over here. I don't really know what was going on or why, but then I decided, you know, hey, this switch obviously mounts here. This is the slide in and out button. And I was like, you know what? It probably just a button. I'll go get a new button. I'll come back. But I kind of pre-thought it. I was like, you know what? Just in case it's not the switch, I'll go ahead and bring more tools with me and I'll be ready to go. So I actually ended up bringing the welder, which I'm at this point super thankful I can. Now I could go in here and I could jump a couple pins and you know, put the slide in manually, but I kind of want, I don't want to call it a permanent fix, but I kind of want a solution to this problem that's going to work and work regularly, because I did try. There's obviously a rod on the outside. It goes underneath the camper and comes out from the motor, and then you just kind of like spin this to get it going. Well, as you can tell here by this, there's a pin that slides through, and the pin is definitely worn out. Same with the other side here. So basically what I'm going to do is I brought the welder, if you can see it out here on the bench. So I brought the welder. We're going to go ahead and weld this up so that this end will be welded on and it can't actually come undone. And then same with this end over here. As you can tell, I kind of got it as clean as I can get it because this is rusty metal, but I got a 12 millimeter socket that I don't very well use, or it's just a cheapie. I don't actually even know where I got it, but I have a 12 millimeter socket that's kind of used and it doesn't matter. So I'm going to weld it on here, because what I plan to do is use my cordless impact to go ahead and zip this thing in and out. Now this is going to make it so much easier, or if you don't have a cordless impact, you could use just a regular ratchet to ratchet it in, because the tool is actually kind of weird to use. So not a big deal. Let's just get this thing welded up, and I'll actually go underneath and show you some things too. But like I was saying, I kind of got sidetracked there, but I did go ahead and buy a new switch. But as you can tell, this is kind of like a newer pattern, and this is an older pattern. So not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and get it replaced. You can see the button actually doesn't work at all anymore. It'll go up, but it will not go down. So we definitely have an issue in there, and I'm definitely glad that I found it when I found it and we didn't have a fire. So let me go ahead and get this stuff welded up, and I will hopefully be able to put the slide in. I did order the correct switch that I need. Unfortunately, today is Monday and it won't be here till I believe Thursday. So got to do what we got to do and get it taken care of. So let's go ahead and start welding. All right, now obviously you can tell underneath here, this is the motor that pulls the slide in and out. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it here, but this is the rod that we're going to go ahead and weld our socket onto the end, because it's just going to make it easier. I can then use my impact, like I said earlier in the video, to go ahead and zip this in and out. And then on here, instead of it being this pin here, I'm probably just going to go ahead and weld it straight to this, because, you know, it is what it is. If I need to replace it at any other point, it is, you know, I don't know. I just feel like welding it. We're going to weld it, so let's just get it done. All right, well, that is definitely not the prettiest, because number one, it is just a little electric 110 welder, and number two, it's pretty much rusty, and number three, it's not a gas welder. So it's basically just, you know, providing enough electricity to melt it and get it done. So let's go ahead and get it installed, and we will get our slide in, and Mo and I will hit the road. All right, now I was gonna weld this end on here, but I think we're gonna just put this pin in for now, and as long as it gets us back to the house, we'll recreate a solution to this. Maybe what we'll do is get a different rod here, and a cleaner, newer one, and maybe it won't have so much weakness to it, but it's definitely weak. You can tell by the gap that's on there now. But let's just get the slide in and get loaded up and hit the road. Right now we'll be able to go ahead and put an extension on here, and you should be able to see the slide coming in as we go. Oh, I slid off trying to get your video. Stand by. All right. Now, as you can tell, it is actually going to work absolutely perfectly, and I don't have to manually do this thing. Provided we have enough battery to get it done. Battery is going to have enough to get it done. Oh, I came detached. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Oh, the battery died right there. How close is it? How close is it?
Literally, at the top's good, the inch on the bottom.
Wow. The top is in, but the bottom is not. It died right at the end. Unbelievable.
That'll work though.
It will work.
Go down the road.
Yeah. I got another battery here, but there's not much life in it. But that should get her in the rest of the way. Thank you. It should go. And we're in. And there you have it. We are in. And I'm kind of glad that I got that welder now. That welder was only like 119 bucks. Definitely well worth it. Alrighty, guys. Well, you can tell we've made it home. And after really like looking into this, it's a wonder it didn't catch fire. Because I actually checked here. And we actually had a blown fuse. Let me see what I did with it here. I don't know what I did with it, but we actually had a blown number 20 fuse, which I'm definitely thankful that we called it, and that there is a fusible link, and the fuse is what blew and not anything else, because that could have definitely been hairy. And when we get the new switch in, we'll be able to check to make sure that the switch is good to go, and there was no more electrical damage and things like that. So let's go ahead, and we're finally home. Let's go ahead and get the slide back out. All right, I did end up finding that blown fuse, which that's crazy. I mean, I'm glad that this happened. Like I said, this could have been a lot worse. Could have definitely started a fire within the camper. And I mean, when it happened, the kids weren't in it, but it could have been a lot worse. So like I said, basically all you need is an extension and a screw gun, or a obviously cordless impact is what I'm using, but you can use pretty much anything, and it will begin to open the slide. As you can see her go. easier methods to this, but it does work. There you guys have it. As you do know, you do see that the Milwaukee Impact did save the day. Another piece that I completely forgot was on the end of that rod that I welded the socket on is supposed to be like a pin that goes through, but that pin ended up shearing off, so that the tool that I have to actually get the slide to go out did not actually work any longer. So that's why I had to kind of take the girls home, grab a welder, come back, and, you know, be able to get this slide out. But there you guys have it. If you like the content, please smash that like button, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next upload. So I do have a new switch coming, and one of the openings to my next video will be the slide actually working on its own. Yeah, that was a little frustrating. I can't believe it almost caught fire. But take care, guys, and I will see you in the next upload.